Hello everyone, welcome to the Choral Quiz, round 2, Connections. In this round, I'll give you lists of 4 things, and I'd like you to tell me what's the connection between them in the world of choral music. If we steal the scoring system as well as the concept from Only Connect, then give yourself loads of points if you manage to predict the connection just after hearing one clue. Give yourself quite a lot of points if you get it after 2 clues, after 3 clues, a few points, and after all 4, a point for making the connection. If you're ready, let's play the Choral Quiz. The Choral Quiz. What's the connection between spring, resurrection, and it's not Easter, by the way, that would be a bit hemispherical of us. The third clue's C, and the fourth is choral, as in the Choral Quiz. Let's have a look at all 4 of those on screen. And the connection is symphony. They're all titles of symphonies that have choirs in them. Mahler Resurrection Symphony, Britain Spring Symphony, and so on. Question 2. What's the connection between Joubert, South African, English? I think it's Joubert or Joubert. I'm never quite sure how to say that composer's name. Second clue is Penderecki, Polish. Macmillan, Scottish, European. And finally, Brahms, German. Have a look at all 4. And the connection is Requiem. It's the composer's name, then the nationality of the composer, and then the sort of nationality prefix that goes with their Requiem. Joubert wrote an English Requiem and Macmillan wrote a European Requiem. So, next set. What connects Stephen, Alexander, Hiawatha, and Belshazzar? Have a look at those 4 names. The connection is feast. Alexander's feast, Hiawatha's wedding feast. Now, there isn't a choral work, as far as I know, called Stephen's Feast, but almost all of us in choirs have sung on the Feast of Stephen at some point or another. So I hope that's okay. Next, what's the connection between the Credo of Haydn's Nelson Mass the Agnus Dei from Victoria's O Magnum Mysterium Mass, Brahms's Geistliches Lied, and finally Non Nobis Domine by Byrd? Have a look at them. connection is, in all of these pieces, the choral parts are in canon with each other. In the Haydn, it's not the whole way through the Credo, but certainly the first section, the first sort of sub-movement. Next, what's the connection between Bach's Christmas Oratorio, Bach's Motets, and the connection isn't there by Bach, from the Bavarian Highlands by Elgar, and finally Parry's Songs of Farewell. Take a look. The answer is 6. They're all sets of 6 pieces. The Christmas Oratorio is 6 cantatas that combine to make an oratorio. And there are 6 Bach motets. I know he wrote other motets as well, but usually it's a set of 6 that's performed or published or recorded together. Next, what's the connection in the world of choral music between Robert Thompson, William Vaughan Williams, William Shearing, and Jean Fauré? Have a look. It's one of those clues where the names have been mashed up a bit. You have the surname of a composer and the first name of a writer. And it's not just that these composers set these writers' words, but the name of the author or the poet appears in the title of the piece. So we have the Fauré Cantique de Jean Racine, and the words actually aren't by Jean Racine. Racine is just the translator of a Latin hymn for that. We have William Shakespeare for both Shearing's Songs and Sonnets from Shakespeare and Vaughan Williams' 3 Shakespeare songs for choir. And then it's Robert Frost and Randall Thompson for Frostiana. What's the connection between Mozart Mass? There's quite a few of those. Elgar Ode, Walton Te Deum, and Handel Anthems. Here are those words on the screen. Here's a musical clue. You just put the word coronation in there. Next, what connects Saint Cecilia? There are quite a few choral pieces connected with her. Saint Bernard, St. Nicholas, and St. John. Have a look at those 4 saints. The connection is Haydn masses. The Mass of St. John of God is usually called the Little Organ Mass, and the St. Cecilia Mass is also the Missa Cellensis, but they're all masses by Haydn. Next, what connects Paul Burgon, Alid Blake, Charlotte Lloyd Webber, and Ernest Mendelssohn. It's another one of those combining names ones. Here we have the first name of a singer who became famous at a very young age, singing the music by the composer whose surname we see. So Paul Phoenix was the treble soloist in the Nunc Dimittis by Geoffrey Burgon, that was the theme tune to Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. Aled Jones sang Walking in the Air by Howard Blake. Charlotte Church with Pia Jesu from Andrew Lloyd Webber's Requiem, and Ernest Luff was the soloist in the best-selling 1927 recording of O for the Wings of a Dove by Mendelssohn. Final question. What's the connection between Flos Campi, Neptune, to be sung of a summer's night on the water, and Choir 2 in verse 3 of every carol published by OUP? And the answer is choral music with no words. The first three are actual wordless compositions. And then the rule with an OUP carol is that first verse is sopranos and altos, second verse is tenors and basses, verse 3 must divide either into soloist and choir, or choir 1 in unison and choir 2 in harmony. But in either case, the accompanying choir or the choir 2 part just sings the harmony to oo or ah. And then verse 4, everyone sings together and you put a few bells and whistles on the harmony. Bob's your uncle, you have an OUP carol. You follow that plan and you can knock out 10 or 12 a week. Some people have done that. Thanks for watching the Choral Quiz. Please subscribe. Please come back next time. Bye.